How's it going, people? And welcome to the first ever episode of the Pro Tottenham Podcast. For those of you that follow me on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, you know that I've always got a lot to say about Tottenham, and I've always got an opinion about basically anything that happens with the club. So I thought, what an ideal, scenario it is currently to probably, launch this podcast and get stuck into the goings on at our club at the moment. And at the moment, I mean, there's a ton that we could get stuck into, from the Chelsea game, all the way through to how the club's being run, the player performances, the injuries. I mean, you could probably talk for days and days and days about the dire situation that the club's in at the moment. But it all stems from, as we all know, from the top, straight away from the top. It's all from ENIC, from the utter garbage that Daniel Levy left us in, where we've got a situation where we have Vinay and Johan Langer now in charge. It's messy from top to bottom. And if we just touch base a little bit on that Chelsea game, again, it's a London derby. I mean, how many times have we seen this club go to Stamford Bridge and just not turn up? We just don't turn up at all. One win in 36 years, it tells you its story on itself. It's like, I don't understand how any club can go to a single ground and just can't perform there, no matter what. I mean, we go back to the Pochettino days. That's the last time we won there. It was under Poch. I think it was it 3-1? I think it was when Dele Alli scored. That's when we was competing for the title back then. Those couple of years under Poch, that's a golden era for the club. And even then, just to get that one win in the last 36 years is crazy. I mean, it is actually crazy. And then, we go to this, go to the situation where we actually need to get just a point from Stamford Bridge, from Chelsea. Just steal nick a draw somehow. Just don't lose. And still somehow we end up losing. We just end up losing. I have no idea, I don't know. I just have no idea why there's this sort of mental block every single time that we go to that ground. Every single time. Like we're saying, the referees are not helping at all. I mean, we've seen today now, so the announcement about Jed having a broken jaw from the lapse challenge. I mean, come on, like, what kind of witchcraft is going on where it was clearly, everyone called it. Everyone's calling out for a red card. Everybody called out for a red card. And did we see one given? Nah, didn't see one given. But then we did get a player in Jed, now with a broken jaw. I mean, come on. That's just, is that not just corruption at its absolute finest? Is that not just corruption? Completely. How does a player end up with a broken jaw and there's no repercussions for that challenge initially? It's crazy. It's just absolutely crazy. And we've seen it time and time and time again. And we all laugh and joke about it. But again, if that was Romero making that sort of challenge on Cole Palmer in that game, you're looking at a bloody 5-game ban for violent conduct. That's how bad it was, But because it's Chelsea and against Tottenham, it's irrelevant. Because it's Tottenham, it's irrelevant. And I don't know if you've all seen the graph of the most punished club in the Premier League. It doesn't take, you don't need to be a genius to understand or get who's going to be leading that chart. And it's Tottenham. And for those of you that haven't seen it, I'll probably post it on Twitter later on or something. Or I've got an Instagram page for Pro Tottenham, but not a lot of people are following that at the moment. But I'm trying to grow that. But yeah, if you follow that one on Instagram, Pro Tottenham, I'll get it posted on both platforms so you can have a look at it and just see. But it's a disgrace when you're looking at how far ahead Tottenham are for being the most punished team in the Premier League. When it comes to decisions by the officials, it's a disgrace. It's actually a disgrace. And you start questioning then the integrity of how we are being, reffed in these matches. Is there a bias? Is there some sort of underlying issue where these referees are looking to literally just screw us over and, pin us down as much as they can. And I mean, it's something I generally do think that it needs to be investigated and looked into properly, because it just doesn't make sense at all. It just doesn't make sense at all. You don't see that sort of treatment for Arsenal. I mean, you look at what they've done this season. They've won the title and they've gone an entire season so far without a single red card or conceding a single penalty. No other club has ever done that, ever. So there has to be a bias when it comes to that sort of thing. There has to be. Yeah, but we're not here to talk about that other club in North London anyway. We're here to talk about Spurs and Tottenham and what we're doing. And, look at certain players in the squad, certain players in the first team at the moment just aren't fit to wear the shirt, in my opinion. I mean, look at someone like Muani. I mean, I don't understand how this guy is still starting games for us at all. I mean, you have a player that is definitely not going to be at Tottenham next season, he's just floating about the place like he just literally doesn't care at all. He just doesn't care at all. And when you're in the situation that we're in, with the desperate need to get points on the board, you can't afford to have any passengers in the team at all. Not any passengers at all. And Moani is that passenger. He's just the laziness and the lack of care. The lack of care. I mean, it's astounding to even think that someone like Juventus are looking to sign this guy. I mean, in what world? I have no idea what the scouting system is like in Juventus, but what have they seen in Moani to think, yeah, this guy's good enough? Because he certainly hasn't done it at Tottenham. He's done nothing at all for us. Nothing at all. And what makes it worse is a lot of the fans were moaning about Brennan Johnson, saying how, he's not fit to wear the shirt and all this sort of crazy talk. Yet the guys, he basically won us the Europa League last season with that goal. He's gone down in the history of the club. But then we binned him off in January and didn't even sign a replacement. And then we're all left scratching our heads wondering why we're in the situation that we're in. If you look back to last summer, when we were trying to sign Savinho from Man City, he was a left winger that we've been, crying out for a long time. Did we really push the boat out to get him? Nah, we didn't. Yet, come January, did we even attempt to try and sign a left winger to replace, or to even just bolster the squad? Nah, no, we didn't. And that all falls down to Johan Langer, all of it. I mean, the guys, to even call him a sporting director is a joke in itself. I mean, I don't know what this guy does. The only good thing, and quite literally the only good thing I say he's done for the club, was bringing Bergvall in. That's it. There's no other. He's not done anything at all to get this club back onto, the main stage. He's just not capable. He's not the right man to be leading this club forward in terms of, transfers and getting us back on track. Not in the slightest. And then we hear today that Sebastian Kehl is probably going to come in if we stay in the Premier League. And then you sort of look at it and think, is this guy any better than Johan Langer? Probably not. I mean, does Vinay know what he's doing? Does the club, does the club know what they're doing? Does the board know what they're doing? We all know they don't. It's just it's a reactionary appointment just to fill a gap. I mean, we lost Paratici. When was that? I don't know, about 5 months ago, was it? About that? Have we looked to replace him properly? I don't think so. And when you look at someone like Sebastian Kehl coming in to be that replacement, nah, doesn't work for me. So yeah, again, that's going to be another appointment that I just don't think is going to work out. I mean, we're probably going to be moaning about it again pretty soon. I could just see it now. I could just foresee it now. But yeah, on to the next game. I mean, that's massive. Everton. I mean, yeah. I think it's one of those games where we need to treat it as a must-win. I mean, if we go into that game thinking, just need a point, we could get away with a point, it's going to backfire on us. I could just see it now, it will backfire on us. We need to be at them the whole time, pressing them, especially up high at the pitch, and try and nick an early goal and get the crowd on side again. Because, I mean, it's going to be electric. We're going to be shouting and screaming and giving our all as fans, but the players also need to turn up and actually put in a performance and turn it on as well and give us something to shout about. Because, I mean, West Ham, I could just see them beating Leeds. I've just got a sneaky feeling they'll beat them at least 2-1, which is going to cause us a load of problems if we can't get a result against Everton. And it'll be a classic case of David Moyes doing a favour for his old club, which none of us want to see. Do I believe we can do it? I do. I really do think we can do it. I think we can beat Everton, but it all depends on that first 20 minutes and how well we start the game and how much pressure we could put on Everton and try and nick an early goal. Because if we don't do that and the game goes on and on and on, as we all know, that will be when the nerves of the fans kick in, and then the atmosphere changes. And we've all been there in the stadium before where, we could be 2-0 up, 3-0 up, and we concede that one silly goal. And, one course to go and win the game, but the atmosphere in the stadium changes and the players feed off of the atmosphere, and then they nick another goal, then the pressure's on. So we need to be in a situation where I think every single minute of that game, us as fans need to be given it all, as much positivity basically to the players, so they can feed off of that throughout the entire game. But it's going to be tough. It's not going to be easy, but I think we can get at least a draw as long as we treat that game as a must-win. It's as simple as that. But yeah, time will tell. Obviously, a lot of us are nervous. I'm bricking it. I'm absolutely bricking it. I can't afford to see our club go down, especially in the circumstances of Arsenal winning the Premier League title. And then if we go down at the expense of West Ham, I don't think any single fan, any of us, will ever live that down for as long as we live. So yeah, it's a must-win game against Everton. Treat it as that, and we'll be fine. And we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, that concludes my first episode on the Pro Tottenham podcast. So if you've listened, I appreciate you guys. And I'll be dropping another episode soon. Come on, you Spurs.